Hi guys, this is Pragya. Welcome to my channel FinMom. Today I'm going to tell you about how to spend. Yes, you heard it correctly. How to spend. And when I was discussing this video with my husband, he said, you are going to tell people about how to spend. You are a chartered accountant. You're supposed to encourage savings and investing and all that stuff. And here you are telling how to spend, and most people know how to spend their money. It's how to earn and keep the money is the problem, not to spend. But I told him, like I'm going to tell you now, that spending money is also an art. It's not easy to spend money in the correct way, and it's only spending in the correct way that will help us utilize our money to the maximum. Subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed yet, and like the video, and also hit the bell icon so that you do not miss another update from FinMom. So let's get started. The internet is full of people who have made their first crores, their 5 crores, their 25 crores, and how they've retired after having 50 crores, on and on. A lot of people are becoming crorepatis, and at the same time I was hearing this chief of Edelweiss say that how she's competing with Netflix and Swiggy, because people have money to subscribe to OTT, people have money for Swiggy and Zomato subscriptions, but they don't have money to do an SIP. So yes, the population is divided on whether to save and invest or to spend it all, and I will tell you that you should spend it all. Like, enjoy your life, go have fun, and don't run behind amassing fortune. Now, whether I have made my first 1 crore or not is something that I'm going to tell you at the end of the video, so stay tuned. So let's begin with how you should spend. Not save, not invest, spend. Begin with making a budget. Like, I've made a video on how to make a budget, and most people don't make a budget. People I know who are financially very sound, who are financially independent, who work really hard to earn their money, also do not make a budget. But if you do not make a budget, 50% of your problem starts there. You just headless chicken running here and there without any direction or sense of purpose. So start by making a budget. That will help you narrow down your expenses. Know whether you're actually spending on things you like, or you're just spending vaguely and just wasting your money basically. So start by making a budget, know where you're spending, and secondly, know where you want to spend. Like, prioritize your choices, prioritize what you like in life. Early on, I realized that I like to travel, I like to eat out, and I have my preferences. I'm really finicky with the kind of place that I go to, with the kind of ambience there is, and everything else, and those places are expensive. But at the same time, when I travel, I'm not very fussy about staying in a 5-star or a 4-star. Even a 3-star hotel or a Airbnb will do. So I know what my preferences are, and that is how I plan my expenses. So say you like to travel, and after providing for all your expenses, all your regular rent, food, your communication and transport and everything, your EMIs, or the amount that you want to save for an SIP, or things like that, after all of that, you're left with 1 lakh rupees for travel. And say you want to take 4 trips a year, so that makes 25,000 per trip, which is not too much, but if planned rightly, you can do that. Or you can take 2 trips which will cost you 50,000, or you can use that 1 lakh for that one trip, maybe abroad or somewhere, or a luxury trip if you want to splurge. So plan it out. See, if you want to take a trip and you have 1 lakh, but you realize that you're not going to be able to make the trip within that 1 lakh. So now comes the next part. Every time you want to make a purchase, or you want to spend, you want to eat out, or you want to do anything, just think whether that is more important than your main goal of traveling, or you want to do that right now. If you can forego it, like if you do not need it and you can forego that, keep that amount aside and you add it to your travel budget of 1 lakh. So that gives you some additional amounts. So every time you want to make an expense, think whether it is important or you can let go. Every time you let go and save some money, you add it to your original budget of travel. Or say you want to pay a liability by the end of the year, which is a very good thing. So in that case also, you can apply this formula. Every time you forego a purchase or eating out or making any expense, add that money to the original allocated amount, and voila, you will have some extra. Plus, if you are able to save additionally from your monthly expenses. You can even add that amount to your original budget. See, this is how you spend wisely. Not only do you spend on things that you like, and it applies for even designer purchases or luxury items that you buy. Every time you're making a non-essential expenditure, ask yourself if it is necessary or not. If it is not necessary and you can forego it, accumulate that amount and then buy what you want to buy. See, there is one thing that I always say: money will come and go. You can always earn money, but what you cannot get is time. Like, imagine this: you're in your 20s with your friends in a probably not so expensive Airbnb or a hotel, all stacked up in one room, having the time of your life in a new place, exploring places, exploring food. And cut to 40 years old, you probably can afford Taj or Oberoi, but will you have the same set of friends available? Will they have time for you? Because everybody moves on, everybody has their families. Some of the places that we have stayed when we were in our 20s, if you take me there now when I'm in my 30s, I'll probably cry at the state of them, or laugh that I was once able to stay there. But I was able to stay there. We had limited amount of money and we wanted to see places, so we would go and we would explore and we would just have fun, eat whatever was available, and it was fun. At every stage of life you have different ideas of fun, so enjoy that. Don't just run behind amassing money. Like I said, I'll tell you whether I have made my first crore or not. So I've not made it. I have not made it because, like, oh, I don't know, I don't remember the name of the influencer, but there was a meme which went viral, which said, I have lived my life and I'm a lived. I have lived. And there are two things that I realized. A, I do not need 1 crore at this point in my life. I have an emergency fund, I have a retirement fund, I have money to take care of my expenses, and at the same time I'm covered for my health insurance and my life insurance. So I don't really need 1 crore of rupees at that point. And if you start to ponder, do you really need that 1 crore? Like, I have seen a lot of videos where people say that you have to have 20 times of your annual income or 30 times of your annual income as a corpus, retirement corpus, when you retire. But I know people who probably do not have that kind of money, who are retired, they stay on their pension and they have health insurances, and even if they do not have the kind of money that Buffett does or Charlie Munger did, they're still happy, they're healthy, they're happy, and they probably wouldn't die rich, but they have lived happily. And that's what I want for myself, and that's what I would advise anybody who asks me for it, because you have to live your life and not run behind amassing a huge fortune. If you are at an age where you can enjoy, do enjoy, but at the same time take care of everything. Like they say, cover all bases before you go all in. But yes, do spend, do live, have fun, and please enjoy life. And if you like this video, please share it with somebody who probably is struggling with whether to go on that next trip with you or not. Plan it out and have fun. Bye.